What's up, y'all? Welcome to Real Talk with Jon Diamond. Introduce yourself.
I already did introduce myself. Your boy Chris Chan.
Yeah, this is my buddy Christian. We got him here. He's just got the new Diamond location. Started in St. Augustine. So, um, yeah, tell us a little bit about what made you want to do it.
What made me want to do it? Really, I like. What did I like about doing it? I liked all the things that you taught me in this field, and I kind of wanted, kind of make it in my own way. And I remember when I first started working for you, I know I kind of like what you stood for and like your work ethic. Like you're the owner, and you're down there on your knees scrubbing wheels with me. So I was like, maybe if I can help him get to the level he wants to get into the detailing world or in business, you'll be able to help me too in the future. That's why I kind of wanted to like use your name to kind of like we could help each other out.
Yeah, definitely. And I think what's like really cool about it is that you know you come from a background that's not necessarily detailing, and
Oh,
I don't either. I've never had a outside job my entire life. I sat behind a desk and talked to people on the phone. That was my job. And you sat behind a desk and did book work, and then pursued to become someone that's going to train someone to be healthy,
yeah.
basically. Um, so what made you want to do more hands-on kind of work?
Well, I think probably my upbringing. My mom was from another country, so she always was schoolwork, schoolwork. So I kind of was like trying to, do that route with go to college, get like a desk job type of thing, or healthcare field type of job. Kind of, that's kind of what I was pushed to learn. My dad died when I was younger, but I always liked cars and I always liked tinkering with stuff. But I never really found a way to like actually learn. So once I kind of fell into working with you and kind of got to do hands-on stuff, I kind of, I was really enjoying it. I wanted to take it to the next level.
Yeah, you're like, wow, like maybe you know
Yeah,
following the footsteps of what I've been taught is not really what I want to do.
yeah. Just because someone tells you what you should do and what they think is best for you is not really always best for you. Because I always liked the stuff like nutrition and what I got my degree in, but when it came down to the actual working field of it, I did not really enjoy it as much, or it was just so what's the word? It was just I guess
It's definitely not for everybody. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
That wasn't for me, pretty much.
Yeah, and I mean, like it works well for a lot of people, and people can be very,
Yeah, you can be
you can be
successful.
successful in that
Yeah,
business.
yeah,
But
definitely.
the thing about that is, even if you go into the healthcare field, there's nothing wrong with it. We need those people in this world, but it also almost caps you out. You know,
Hmm. Yeah,
the guys that are driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all these expensive cars and have these big houses are not necessarily the healthcare workers, but the top tier, the CEO, the
mm,
owner of the hospital,
yeah,
or the surgeon, or the top level in their
yeah.
career.
That and then like um, also too, in the nutrition field, if you want to really make it, you're going to be tied down to like a specific niche of that nutrition field.
Mhm.
So like with being in detail, you can like veer off into like PPF, or you can learn new stuff along the way.
Yeah, there's definitely more skills and things that you can go to the next level. It's
Yeah,
not just so much.
it's not
I'm going to
just
wash this car.
yeah,
Okay, well, there's so much more to just washing a car.
yeah, it's not the same thing every day. Like when you go to a desk job, it's like same.
Yeah, it's like, okay, here's this script, read this script, and this is what you're going to do for the next 8 hours, and then you're going to go home, and then I'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to go ahead and do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's repetitive.
yeah. Like there's a little bit of repetitiveness in detail work too, but it's like different vehicle, all sorts of different scenarios. And then if you're mobile, you get to see new things, try.
Definitely.
If you didn't bring lunch, you'll find
Yeah,
different spots
new
to eat.
spot.
Yeah, you're always exploring. Everything's that sense of newness.
Yeah,
Always there a lot.
yeah, definitely. And another thing too, it's like not every vehicle or every project is equal. They're all different.
Yeah.
I can't think of one single project that we might have done that's like the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it could be the exact same car, exact same year, exact same color, even,
Mm-hmm.
and we might be even doing the exact same service to it.
Yeah, but it went through a different life. That car did something else from the other car. And now, like everything that we did on that car that we did that got good results, it's not working on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because with that nutrition field too, it's like, oh, this person has ABC symptoms again, and I treated him this way, and the new patient comes with the same symptoms. You can probably do that again, and they're feeling better again. Similar result.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that nutrition is definitely important because the truth of the matter is, if you want to be successful in business, you need to be successful with yourself.
Yeah.
If you can't do a simple thing as take care of your body, how are you going to be good at doing anything else in business or anything else for that matter? Like you have to have, you have to be dedicated and you got to do the shit you don't want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes like I'll be honest, I don't want to go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm tired and I just,
still sore from the last
workout.
Today is my least favorite, muscle group I want to work out on, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's raining. Don't want to go out and rain.
Yeah, I mean, I think like for me, what really, when I started to actually realize like, wow, this is very important for me to be healthy and me to be in the best shape that I can possibly be, to be the best that I can be at my business. It's like, oh wow, like I did 75 hard. Did it suck? Every single fucking second of it, every single day of it. Like, do I want to eat this chicken and rice? No, not really. I'd rather eat a cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that I'm going to have to do this in order to get these results.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can't do this one simple thing, it's like, and it sounds simple, and I think the same goes for business. It's like, okay, well, maybe this one job I really don't want to do. But in order for me to get to the next level of what I want to do, I need to do this job.
Mm-hmm.
Did I want to sit here and vacuum freaking cockroaches and scrub the inside of door panels of a minivan that hasn't been touched in God knows how long? No, of course, every detailer wants to start out by washing Lambos and Ferraris and Rolls Royce and every other thing that they see people on Instagram doing.
Yeah.
But you can't start there.
Yeah. It's just there's like certain, you gotta work your way into it. Like another thing too is like that person that you vacuum the cockroaches out. You don't know what else they have or who they know.
Yeah, I mean,
like that person may know someone with a freaking airplane.
Yeah.
Now you did a good job in there, and now they're going to do their friend's airplane or something.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think like treat every single, and not just as far as detailing, but every single job or every single client the same way, because the thing is, like, you don't know what they have, you don't know who they know, and it's never about what you know, and it's always about who you know. And you're finding that out by starting this new location. It's like, okay, you know a lot of things about detailing, you're good at it, but
I know no one there.
I know
a few people.
Yeah, and you know that the few people that you know a lot of other people, and I'm pretty sure you've done a bunch of their friends and clients and family and stuff like that.
It definitely helps getting the ball rolling a little bit, because I definitely skipped some steps in starting a business in a whole another town that a lot of people will be facing that I probably didn't face, or it wasn't as much of a challenge. I mean, I still go into random people's businesses, other businesses that are around town, and introduce myself to them and let them know I'm there. But still, it's like, if no one sees you working, no one's really going to be asking about you. Like, every time I do go up there and I have a job, someone always stops by and asks me like what I'm doing and how do I, get in contact with me. So
yeah, so I think what it comes down to is just you know, and again, not just catered to this business, but just doing the fucking work,
Yeah. Yeah.
putting in the time, shaking the hands,
Yeah.
doing the shit you don't want to do, and you know that's going to in turn get you what you want.
Yeah.
Now it might not happen today, and it might not happen tomorrow, it might not happen next month, but you know it's like small steps. You know, like where we started at, we didn't have shit. We had a trailer with no logo on it,
Yeah.
some random products we're not going to say the name of that were not good.
Walmart.
Yeah, that were not good.
Yeah.
And but we, you know, we made that work. And then it's just like one step after another. I'm like, oh, Chris, maybe we should go get this shop. And you know, we thought it was the most glorious place on earth. You know, it was no bigger than the room that we're sitting in right now.
Yeah, it had the tiles from the ceiling falling and spider webs, and I was like, this place is awesome.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, now we go from, and it's just like small steps. Like, okay, we took that step. Then the bay next to us, we took that bay.
Yeah.
Now we got two small little bays that we thought were the biggest things ever. Then we go, you know, into the 3 or 4 bays. Mitchell's old shop.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We went to an airplane hangar.
Yeah, to an airplane hangar that was, the shop was amazing, but a lot of issues. And, you know, we worked through that and last minute having to move out and all these things now we're into Port Orange. And then it's like, all right, well, now Chris is going to, you know, St. Augustine and we opened New Smyrna at the same time. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, that's everything just summed up into one, you know, very quickly, but, you know, it was constant growth throughout the years.
Yeah. And that was also what made me like stick around too, even through the hard times, was the constant reinvesting in the business to make it better. We weren't just, no year was ever the same. Every year there was growth. There was something new we learned.
Yeah,
something
new tool, new van, new trade. Yeah. You know, whatever it might be. And I think that's, you know, one thing that really like helped that out is like, and the thing is like, so many people are like, oh, this is a terrible idea. Well, motherfucker, you aren't anywhere where I want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm not taking advice from somebody that works a 9-to-5 job. They're miserable as hell, and they do the same thing every day. They eat the same food you know, they just,
if I'm taking advice,
they're just like flatlining, dude.
If I'm taking advice from you, that means you have something or doing something that I want to do too, not something that, like, why would I take advice from, like you said, someone who does 9-to-5 job when I'm not even trying to work a 9-to-5 job?
Yeah, like, I'm not going to take advice from you, or it's a bad idea for me to do this. Well, motherfucker, it's a bad idea for you to be 50 years old and still working at Dollar General.
Yeah, if this is a bad idea too, how would you know? You didn't even try it. Like,
like you never
tried. Did you start up a business, or did you ever implement this idea that I'm even talking about? I don't think.
Yeah, and it's a risk, and life's all about taking risks, because no risk, no reward. You know, is it easier for me to clock into my job and clock out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, when I was working for you, I just clock in, do my job, and I get to leave. Now, I don't have to clock in, which is cool. But now when I'm done, I have to.
You never clock out.
Yeah, I don't clock out. Yeah.
No, there's no clocking out.
Yeah. Now
you're done with your job, and you're driving an hour.
Yeah.
You know, most people won't even do that. They don't even want to drive an hour to work, but you know, like that, this potentially could, not even potentially, this is going to turn into something more. Like, so it's just
doing the things you don't want to do to get where you want to be.
Yeah, like do the shit you don't want to do to get the results you want.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it's like so many people just don't want to put in the work. You know, they say they do. There's a lot of good ideas that I've heard from people, and you know what I just tell them? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's easy to say that. Yeah, and you know, like, I'm super widespread. I got the detail shop, and then we run the truck shows, and then I got the fitness brand, and you know, the Frenchies, and you know, all these different 7-8 Instagram pages that I log into, and you know, am I like the best at running all those? No, I mess up too. Like, should I post more? Yeah, I should definitely post more. But I'm aware of the things that I need to do, and now I just need to implement those things and do them.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then if someone met you through detailing, and they see you slow at like they don't know you as the detailer, so if you're slow, but you're still like balling out or doing things that doesn't really relate to how that one business is doing, you have other sources of income. So like I don't think they really think about that. So they're like, how's he doing all that? Blah blah blah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, oh, look at this guy. He just got this, or he went there, or he's
Yeah.
doing this. He hasn't detailed anything
He just
all
told
day.
me, yeah.
You know, but the thing is like, I really feel like, and you know, this goes for probably most successful entrepreneurs. It's like you don't ever put all your irons into one fire. You know, you need to now you need to have the one thing that's going to get you to be able to put other irons in the fire. Yes, you know that's what's gave me the opportunity to be able to even do these things. You know, I worked a shitty 9 to 5 job just like everybody else, but I saved money because I knew that I didn't want to do this. The guy that owned the 9 to 5 job, I wanted to be him. And, you know, I think another thing that people struggle with is like, let's say, oh, I really want this truck, for example. I want this, you know, you set a goal for it. You're like, okay, I want this truck. And then when you get that truck, a lot of people just stop. But it's like, I think that's what made my drive so good is that like I get that and I'm like, this thing's a piece of shit now. Now I want something else. And you know, it goes like both ways because I'm like, oh wow, you know, like people are like, oh, you should be happy in the moment because, you know, you prayed for days like these. Yeah, that's true. But what about like you don't stop there?
Yeah. I think part of the problem too is people with those big ideas, their confidence is super low because everyone now has like instant gratification. Like try once and then you're good, or you know you have to. A lot of people have been being brought up where they have to put little effort in and they get like good results. And now that you're starting to get older, and you know, trying to do other kind of things, and then you have that idea for whatever business or whatever kind of idea, and it doesn't work out the first time. Like, oh,
Oh yeah, it's not for
yeah,
me. But
like it doesn't. It takes multiple tries. You're not going to get it right the first time.
Yeah,
if
for
everyone
sure.
got it right the first time, everyone would be successful.
Oh, 100%. Like before even you knew me and you know, like my story and all this is just for another video, but um before I moved to Daytona, I had a few other businesses that I was trying. I tried to start this like tree hugger clothing brand that didn't work out, but I you know, I printed one shirt and thought it was going to be in Hot Topic or freaking, you know, the mall. It's like, no, it didn't work out that way. I printed 12 shirts. What am I supposed, you know, you know, but in my brain, like that's why I was like, oh, I see this guy made a clothing company and it should be very easy.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't. And you know, then it's like I started making like body jewelry, like real like with all these like fancy different woods and stuff like that. And I make this jewelry and I'd make 2 pairs and just expect to be like the best at it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works because I wanted, like what you said, instant gratification. Oh, here's this one pair of jewelry and I'm going to sell it to this famous guy and now I'm going to have 7 million orders on my account. No, that's not how it works. And I think like one thing that's really messed up today is like, you're how old?
31.
31. All right, so I'm about to be 34. I think that people like in their 20s and like specifically like under 25 with where social media has gone, they're like, I can post one video and go viral and I'm going to be rich. But what they don't see is that the guys that actually get all the views are posting 10, 12, 15 videos per day and they never stop shooting. They never stop recording. They got a guy with a camera or they're recording at all times, you know? They think that, oh, I get a couple followers on YouTube and it's like, oh, I don't have to post anymore.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works.
The only one-time video that goes viral and it worked out for someone was the hot tour girl.
I mean, but even her.
Yeah, like, but she's still making videos after that. But
think about her. You know,
a lot of people, one-time viral hit doesn't, you know, work out for them.
Well, most people don't take it to where they need to go. It's like, okay, now you got this motion, right? you went viral on this one video and you got this motion. Now you have to use that
Keep going.
to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like you got this, all right, the Hawk Tuah lady. And she went to all these other podcasts and started doing all her own things and using her money very wisely to where now she's making residual income off of these things, you know? There's tons of other influencers that have done this too, but they don't go anywhere with it because they just simply post a video, get a little bit of clout, get a little bit of money, and do nothing else with it. Because again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, they're not putting in the fucking work. You know?
Yeah. The amount of effort you put into something is definitely going to reflect your results. Little effort, not going to see a big, return. More effort you put in, people are going to start recognizing it.
Yeah, and is it going to work out for every single video?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, aren't stupid. They can tell, like, someone using a CapCut edit for a video versus someone actually going on like Adobe or whatever.
Yeah, taking the time to grade it and do all these different things and edit it, and you're not just clicking apply transition to every clip. No, it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Does it look okay? Sure.
It'll probably work too for like trends and stuff, but you're not really going to stand out or anything.
No, there's no way. You're not. You're definitely not standing out. But that another thing too. Like I feel like you definitely have to go with the trends too.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is blowing up. Well, that's like common sense when it comes to social media. Yeah, I should probably do the same thing, or I should use the same sound or things like that. But again, that goes back to putting in the work. What about being the trend setter? That's what you want to do. Like, where does a trend come from? Because someone did it first. Why not be the guy that everyone's using your sound?
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, that'd be sick. Or a product.
Yeah.
You create a product, and everyone's using your product.
Yeah.
So I think that what it all comes down to is just putting in the fucking work. Doing what other people won't do, and that's totally fine. We need people that won't put in the work.
Yeah.
That's what makes the world go round.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with working at Dollar General, but it ain't for me.
Yeah. Everyone has their place.
Yeah, if you want to work there, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like to go there sometimes.
You're okay with less than $1,000 a month, and you can do whatever or a week, and you get by, and you're not complaining. Go ahead.
Yeah. What's that? It's like stagnant or whatever whatever the word. I don't know. Maybe it's not stagnant, but it's like they're just they're like coasting. They're like okay with what they're doing.
Yeah. Just
like let me clock in. Here we go again.
Yep. Some people like knowing what to expect every day. So maybe that's what they like.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see here. So I know we talked about like you going to college and all those different things, but like, what is it that really made you want to actually start a business?
Well, I see my mom. She has her own business, and I just feel like to me that was just what I felt like what I could. If I had my own business, that's how I could provide for my family.
Yeah, I mean, you guys lived a good life.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like without her help, I probably wouldn't be able to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I won't be able to do the same.
And she didn't go to school, right?
No.
She's just straight business owner, right?
Yeah, I don't think.
Wait, she didn't even move.
High school. She didn't come to America till she was 30.
Yeah, so like that's kind of like
she's 30 years behind everyone else in America, and she made it happen.
Yeah, so why can't these other people? She didn't even know anyone. She probably didn't have any money.
No, definitely not.
She probably had enough money to jump on an airplane and say, "This place looks really nice. I'm gonna just figure it out."
Yeah, I don't even think she had enough money for the whatever. I think she worked at a base, and one of the like sergeants or someone higher up in the military.
Oh, I was like, hey, we'll pay for this, but you're gonna do this kind of deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so you're probably like, oh, well, if she can do it, why can't I?
Yeah, and just kind of wanted to give back because you don't really hear people retiring their parents or doing whatever for their parents from like a normal job. Usually, I feel like a business type
Yeah,
thing.
entrepreneur,
Yeah,
business of some sort. It's not like, I worked at this job for 30 years and now I can buy my, mother a Bentley. No, probably not.
No problem.
Yeah, but all the time do you hear it's like, oh, this guy made a 6, 7 figure a year company, and he bought his mother or father or whatever they wanted, and they don't have to work.
Yeah,
So I think if you want to be able to, if you're okay with the day to day just clock in clock out, then a regular job's for you.
yeah.
If you want to be able to do more than that,
Yeah. You want to handle stress and other kind of things that I don't know.
if you want to be stressed out every day of your
Yes.
life, be an entrepreneur.
Yes, pretty much.
If you want to never clock out, be an entrepreneur, and people are going to be like, "Wow, that sounds horrible."
Yeah,
Well, good. It's not for you then.
Yeah, yeah,
There's plenty of guys that want to do this and want to put in the work
yeah.
and be rewarded for the work. Because the truth is, like, when you're in a regular job, you can even be a hustler and you can be an entrepreneur. You can like have that mentality, but there's only so much that you can do,
Yeah.
and there's only so much money that you can make. Eventually, you're going to be capped.
Yeah, yeah. Being an entrepreneur, you're not capped out.
It's
There's
endless.
always new things to add to your business.
Yeah,
And
for
then-
sure.
And then eventually, becoming successful enough where you hiring other people, and if you can bring them up to whatever they want to be to, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things for me. It's like I'm a control freak because my business is my baby, and I always did all the work. The problem with that is one person can't do everything. You know, behind all of these successful people that you see, there's a team of other hustlers and grinders and entrepreneurs basically that want to be able to do better and do more. But I think that was the hardest part for me to be like, okay, I have to allow other people to care as much as I do. And the thing is, like, they're never going to. But processes and procedures and different things that you put into place can make it so it runs smoothly and it operates, at a high level in the way that it should. Um, so like, what's your plan with that? Like, I know you're by yourself right now, obviously, because it's just starting out. But like, is your goal to hire a bunch of people and like,
definitely, eventually, yeah.
Maybe scale to more locations or like.
Yeah, I would like.
Like, what's your long-term goal? Do you think with it? Like, where can you see yourself in 10 years with it?
In 10 years, 40. Let's see. Hopefully.
What kind of car are you driving?
In 10 years, hopefully not the same truck I still have. 10 years, I don't know, maybe a nice Mercedes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's classy.
Yeah, cool, classy.
No big deal.
Don't go too poor.
AMG.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
S550.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybach, probably.
Yeah. Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. More than one.
Maybe like the guy behind the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, we like these cars.
Yeah. He helped us. He feeds us.
Yeah.